Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to become sentence architects. Yep, you heard me right. We're going to master the one tool that is absolutely essential for building bridges between our thoughts and turning simple statements into really powerful ideas: the conjunction. Okay, let's just jump right in. Look at this. On the left, you've got two separate thoughts. She wanted to play, she was tired. I mean, it works, but it's kind of choppy, right? Disconnected. Now, look over on the right. With just one little word, we've built a bridge. She wanted to play, but she was tired. All of a sudden, it flows, it creates nuance, and shows a real relationship between the two ideas. That's the power we're talking about. So what is that magic word? What's the secret architectural tool that takes those simple little bricks and turns them into something way more sophisticated? I have a feeling you already know the answer. That's right, it's the conjunction. So for this first part, we're going to lay the foundation. We're going to get a really solid understanding of what these essential little connectors are all about. So, the official definition is that a conjunction is a word that connects other words, phrases, clauses, you name it. But I like to think of them as the glue, the mortar that holds our language together. They really are the bridges that let our thoughts flow smoothly from one to the next. And what do they connect? Well, just about everything. They can link simple words like apples and oranges. They can join whole phrases like at home or at school. And this is the big one. They connect entire clauses, creating a logical path between big ideas, like in I was tired, but I kept working. They're incredibly versatile. All right, it's time to open up our toolbox. Our first and probably most important set of tools are the coordinating conjunctions. These guys are the absolute workhorses of sentence building. And you know what the best part is? There are only 7 of them, and we have a fantastic, super easy way to remember them all. FANBOYS. This simple little acronym is your key to mastering the most common conjunctions out there. So here they are: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Now the key principle here, the one thing you really got to remember, is that they connect ideas of equal importance. Think of it like a balancing scale. I like coffee and I like tea are equal statements, so you join them with and. He was tired and he kept working are equal, but they're contrasting thoughts, so they're perfectly bridged by the word but. Okay, so we've got a handle on connecting equal ideas. Now it's time to level up our architectural plan. We're going to start building more complex structures, where one idea actually depends on another. And for that, we need a whole new set of tools: subordinating conjunctions. What a subordinating conjunction does is connect a clause that can't stand on its own, the dependent one, to the main idea that can. You can think of it like a supporting beam. It can't stand alone, but when you connect it to the main structure, it adds all this crucial detail about time, or a reason, or a condition. Let's see how that works. A lot of these conjunctions are all about time. Words like after, before, when, while. They just tell us the sequence of events. Here, after makes it crystal clear that finishing the homework happened first. Then you've got the ones that explain the why. Conjunctions like because and since are these powerful little tools for building a direct cause and effect relationship right into your sentence. Why did I go home? Because I was tired. It's a perfect logical connection. Now, this is a cool one. Words like although or even though let you hold two ideas that seem to be in opposition together in one powerful sentence. So yeah, he was tired, but despite that, he finished his work. It's a brilliant way to illustrate a more complex thought. And finally, we've got the conjunctions that set up conditions. Words like if, unless, or provided that, they basically create a rule. Going to the park is completely dependent on one condition. It has to be sunny. The whole action hinges on that conjunction. Okay, so any great architect knows you can't just throw your materials together and hope for the best. You have to follow the blueprints, the rules. And for conjunctions, the most important rule is all about punctuation, specifically the comma. For FANBOYS, the comma rule is actually really simple. Just ask yourself one question. Are you connecting two complete sentences? If the answer is yes, like in I wanted to go but I didn't have time, then you need that comma. If the answer is no, like in I like apples and bananas, then no comma is needed. That's it. And you know what? The rule for subordinating conjunctions might be even easier. It's all about position. If the conjunction starts the sentence, like because it was late, you put a comma right after that opening clause. But if the conjunction is in the middle of the sentence, you don't need a comma at all. Simple as that.
All right, you've learned the theory, you've seen the blueprints. Now it's time to put on your hard hat and test your skills as a sentence architect. Let's do it.
Let's look at our first blueprint. I studied all night. Blank, I could ace the test. Take a second. What relationship are we trying to build here? It's about purpose, right? Or the result. The studying was done for the purpose of acing the test. That's why the answer is so that. I studied all night so that I could ace the test. Okay, next one. Blank, you finish your homework, you can watch TV. Again, take a second. This sentence sets up a really clear sequence. Watching TV can only happen after the homework is done. So we need a conjunction that shows that immediacy. And the best fit here is as soon as. As soon as you finish your homework, you can watch TV. You got it. So why does all of this really matter? I mean, it's because mastering conjunctions is about so much more than just grammar. It's about making your sentences more connected and your complex ideas way easier for other people to understand. You're not just writing correctly, you're communicating more effectively. Your journey as a sentence architect is really just beginning. So here's your final challenge. I want you to write one new sentence for each of those 7 fanboys. Because practice is how you turn knowledge into a real skill. Start building better sentences, and you'll soon realize you're actually building better arguments, better stories, and just better connections with people.